You gave special mention to a couple other movies, Postal and Rampage. Actually, ironically, also directed by you, but I'm sure that had no impact at all as to why you picked those films as your best of the decade list.
No.
No, of course not. Purely objective.
Exactly, totally objective. And but the point is that I really looked over like some movies who got the Oscars, who was very successful, to find like the most important movies. And to be honest, I think in both movies, Postal and Rampage, I made two very important points. So there were maybe bigger movies and more successful movies and even better movies. But if you ask about the most important things, I don't think there was another movie in that decade what nailed better the political absurdity and political missteps of the Bush government, of the whole Al-Qaeda September 11 craziness after the attacks. And I think also there was not one movie what had more balls as Postal to blame any religion, any race, any nation without any hesitation. There were tons of people they had like in all that years, they all had like a self-censorship in their head. They all had we cannot do this because then this religion is pissed off. We cannot do this because then this nation is pissed off. We cannot do this because the political party is pissed off. And I think Postal is actually the only movie what is completely political. It's not a Seth Rogen comedy. I love Hangover, for example, one of my favorite movies of this year. Yeah. So, but there is way more in Postal like this. It's the wish that we move on and we all grow up. That the last 8 or 10 years, especially this decade after the attacks, showed how far behind we all are still. And even the Western, we will say the Western civilized nations, how far behind in wrong thinking about religion and God and nations and what we should do on earth, basically we are. And I think this shows Postal. And this is the reason why it is important. Also, the fact that the big U.S. theaters said we don't play that movie shows also, I think, the importance of the movie. Because they were all massively offended by it. And this is always a good sign of people, they are full of self-censorship. And this is the first step to fanatism. Yeah, the whole religious fanatism, the whole results, why September 11 is happening, or why people like Al-Qaeda are existing, is fanatism. And I think that the same fanatism, in the wrong way, had also the super Christian Bush government and the Bush supporters, or people like Sarah Palin later, like totally, like without any knowledge, trying to get a job as vice president and just think she can explain the world to the simple soccer mom, and she would, like, without any hesitation tank the world in a third world war because she just is stupid. And we were close to elect her. Yeah, we shouldn't forget that Obama got only like 52% of the votes, and 48% went to the other party. Yeah. So and I think from this point of view, Postal is an unbelievable important movie.
Congratulations, Nabi. We are at the doorstep of our martyrdom.
Praise Allah.
Praise Him. Soon we will be greeted by Allah, the one true God, and by the cheers of our forefathers, and by 99 perfect virgins who will worship us for all eternity.
I thought it was 100.
What's that?
100 virgins. They promised me 100.
99, 100. What's the difference?
If they're telling you one thing and they're telling me another, maybe they don't know for sure.
Look, would it make you feel better if we called the big guy?
Yes.
Osama, yes, it's Asif. No, we're on it. It's fine, but security takes forever, you know. What are you going to do? Anyway, look, Nabi has a question. Will you talk to him?
No. Hello. Yes.
It's about the virgins.
Really?
It was 100 when I signed up. He said it's not that many anymore.
Too many mars with enough versions to go around.
You've got to be kidding me. Does he know where we are here? Give me the phone. Take this thing. Osama, Sasif. Right now, can you tell me the number absolutely that you can guarantee Nabi and myself as far as virgins are concerned? We can't guarantee more than 20. Screw this, right?
I'm glad you said it first.
Okay, get on the intercom, tell the passengers we are changing course for the Bahamas.
And the same for Rampage. It's not out there. It's only played in a few festivals. But the way how ridiculous, ruthless the guy in Rampage goes on his rampage is, in the end, also how the movie turns then a mirror to our society, what happened now with the financial crisis, that we replaced the age of entrepreneurs. Like, as an entrepreneur, you open the company, you spend $10 million, you can lose your 10 million, but you can make also 100 million. And this got replaced by a new century of managers. And the managers, they make money also if everybody else goes under. And this we see on Wall Street every single day. Like, as long as they're getting $50 million bonus every year, they don't care if hundreds of thousands of other people losing their houses or the money they saved for retirement. They don't care as long as they're getting their money out of it. And this was the most important, most powerful people on earth in the last 15 years. The CEOs of the big banks, because they decided what company went public and who made most of the money and so on. And I think in the movie I did, I made a absolutely harsh, ridiculous kind of commentary to the financial crisis in a very cynical way. Like, if other people get away with 500 million, but they tank 200 billion in their company and they don't care, our guy gets away with killing 150 people. Because if you kill 150 people, but on the side you rob a bank, nobody cares about that bank robbery. Everybody think there was a crazy guy who flipped completely out. And nobody would think that you would cover up a bank robbery with killing 150 people and like omitting almost a small town. So, and this was the thing, I think it's one of the reasons why people really like that movie. It's like whoever saw it so far really, really liked that movie. A few critics saw it at AFM. And not Uwe Boll fans, the opposite. Like the bloodydisgusting.com, Brad Miska, DreadCentral.com, they gave me shit for a lot of movies, but they loved that movie. And I think I hit a very good point with that, and nobody else did that. There are tons of this George Clooney kind of movies out about Iraq, about Wall Street, whatever, but they don't hit that moment of truth. They're only duplicating stories, and I think this is what I think. What in the way I did that movies, Postal and Rampage, I think they're both very important. Even if they are from me, and even if tons of people think the guy is full of shit, but I think that I really, really made here two enormous, important movies, and maybe in 10 years, some other people will agree to it.